Walking backward through a parade, and I'm stuck in the shadows, locked in the shade. Ain't no way to sweep up the mess that we made. Dressed up like a pillow, so she's always in bed. Flowers for her fingers, she's on the go, waiting back the way to belong. She'll turn the stone, watch her go down the road, and when the fall rises, somebody finds it, and it's got me wrong. There's nothing to keep you from falling in love. It starts at the bottom, it comes from above. Like pieces of a puzzle, like a hand in a glove. She gets dressed up like a pillow, so she's always in bed. Flowers for her fingers.
To my love, took it down. Climbed a mountain and I turned around, and I saw my reflection in snow-covered hills till the landslide brought me down. Oh, mirror in the sky, what is love? Can it shine within my heart right above? Can I sail through the changing ocean tide? Can I handle the seasons of my life? Well, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I've built my life around you. But time makes you bolder, even children get older, and I'm getting older too. if you see my reflection in snow-covered hills, where the landslide brings down. And if you see my reflection in snow-covered hills, where the landslide brings down. Oh, the landslide brings down.
When we were young, we were both in school. We had to play by the teacher's rules.
Good job. All right. Do you guys remember the beginning of Pong?
But those years are over. Don't worry, baby. Those years are over. Don't worry, baby. We're all getting older. You were at home, I was on the road. Each other carried a separate load, making the best of the daily grind. Worry and stress always on our mind. But those years are over. Don't worry, baby. Yes, those years are over. Don't worry, baby. We're all getting older. Ages keep turning all through our lives. Mothers and fathers and husbands and wives. We're all getting older. Yes, those years are over. Don't worry, baby. Those years are over. Don't worry, baby. Yes, those years are over. Don't worry, baby.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this past and don't ask why. It's not a question, but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos and memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life.
Welcome to our 2026 Franklin Pierce High School graduation ceremony. At this time, will everyone please rise for the presentation of the colors by the Washington High School Air Force Junior ROTC. Please be seated. Welcome again to our 2026 graduation ceremony for Franklin Pierce High School. It is so wonderful to see our community in full force. It is important that we recognize and remember our ancestors and the many who came before us. In that spirit, we would like to acknowledge that we are on the traditional homelands of the Puyallup tribe. The Puyallup people have lived on and stewarded these lands since the beginning of time and continue to do so today. We recognize that this land acknowledgement is one small step toward true allyship, and we commit to uplifting the voices, experiences, and histories of the indigenous people of this land and beyond. We appreciate your attendance and ask for your cooperation to make this an orderly and respectful ceremony for all graduates and families. We ask that you please refrain from the use of noisemakers and that you allow each student their moment in the spotlight by keeping your applause brief. We will have pictures taken professionally at the stage, and we ask that you remain seated throughout the ceremony as a courtesy to those behind you. Your cooperation is greatly appreciated. Each year, our graduating seniors select one teacher to speak at graduation. This year, Mr. Evans has been selected by our graduating class to share his thoughts with us today. I would like to welcome to the stage Mr. Jeff Evans.
Good morning, families, friends, teachers, administration, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2026. Today is one of those rare moments when everything you've worked for finally comes together. You've made it here because of early morning wake-ups, late night study sessions, challenges you pushed through, and people who supported you along the way. And now you're on the edge of something new, a moment where everything you've learned is about to propel you into the next chapter of your lives. As you step into the future, I want to share a quote from someone you might not expect to hear in a graduation speech. Former heavyweight champion, Iron Mike Tyson. He once said, "Everyone has a plan until they get punched in the mouth." I know that sounds harsh. Bear with me. So hear me out. Tyson wasn't giving us career advice, but he was telling us all a harsh truth about life. Because here's the thing, all of you sitting here today have plans. Some of you are heading to four-year colleges. Some graduates are choosing the community college route. Numerous brave FP grads are preparing for a career in the military, and many of you are stepping directly into the workforce. Every one of those paths is valid. Every one of those paths is a plan. But life has a way of surprising you. Sometimes in small ways, sometimes in ways that will knock the wind out of you. A rejection letter, a class that feels impossible, a job that falls through, a friendship that changes or possibly ends, a moment when everything that you expected suddenly shifts. That, my friends, is the punch. But Mike Tyson's quote isn't really about getting hit, it's about what happens after. Because the truth is, your plan matters, but your ability to adapt matters more. Your goals matter, but your resilience will take you further than any rigid roadmap. Every person you admire, every leader, innovator, athlete, music artist has succeeded not because their plan went perfectly, but because they learned how to adjust when it didn't. They learned to pivot in times of adversity. They learned to breathe, reset, and keep going in the face of uncertainty. And so will you. You've already proven you can handle change. You survived a world that shifted under your feet more than once. You learned online, in person, in hybrid, in chaos and in calm. You learned to navigate life's uncertainty. You learned to keep moving. That's being resilient. That's strength. That will carry you forward. When life punches, and it will, remember this. Take a breath. Reset your stance and keep going. Because you are more than just a rigid plan. You are a person who can rise when the plan falls apart. Class of 2026, you're stepping into a world that needs your creativity, your courage, your kindness, your voice. You are ready, not because everything will go perfectly, but because you know how to stand back up when it doesn't. Go forward with confidence, with curiosity, and with courage to keep making progress no matter what comes your way. And when life hits hard, remember, you've already learned how to get back up. Thank you, and congratulations to the Franklin Pierce High School graduating class of 2026.
Thank you, Mr. Evans. At this time, I would like to invite senior band members to the stage. The Cardinal Band, under the direction of Mr. Matt Palandini, will now perform Flourish for the Wind Band by Ralph Vaughan Williams. In addition to our teacher speaker, students from the graduating class audition and are selected to speak at graduation. This year, our student speakers are Chloe Bowman Jones, and Zachary Erickson. Ladies and gentlemen, our first student speaker is Chloe Bowman Jones.
The day that I toured Franklin Pierce High School as an intimidated and terrified 8th grader, there was one message that stuck out to me. Don't step on the Tuffy mural. At first, I had questions. What even is a Tuffy? And why do they have a mural? Most importantly, why can't I step on it? It wasn't until I saw the red and black glass mural sitting right in the middle of the courtyard that I began to understand. Tuffy was our mascot. A mascot I was absolutely terrified of. In fact, the first time my advisor showed us a video of him, I screamed and hid under a desk. Yes, I really was that freshman. Feel free to laugh. When I told my mama about it, she taught me and reminded me of one of the many lessons she's ingrained over me for the past 18 years. Whenever I was curious about how something worked or why things happened, she'd ask me what I thought first. She taught me to look for clues, ask questions, and make my best guess before making an answer. Without realizing, she was teaching me how to form a hypothesis. It's a wonder why I'm such a science nerd. She also taught me another lesson. Fear is hard to overcome, yet the things that scare us most are often the things worth overcoming. So naturally, I formed my own hypothesis. I was terrified of Tuffy. The evidence? Screaming and hiding under a desk every time he appeared on screen. However, the more I surrounded myself with Tuffy, the less intimidating he became. Maybe exposure therapy does work after all. The journey was long, and it wasn't until at one of the many football games during my sophomore year that I decided that this fear was done consuming me. So I took a picture next to Tuffy, and when I showed my friends and my advisor the next morning, I could hear my mama's voice ringing in my ears. I told you so. The fear that I overcame may seem small, but in many ways, it reflects the fear we all had to overcome to stand on this stage today. Graduation can feel like fear itself, uncertain, overwhelming, and impossible to fully picture. Graduation was a day that, frankly, I couldn't picture. Even as I'm standing on this stage in my cap and gown, it still doesn't feel real. People say that graduation isn't the end, but I only think they're half right. It is the end of something. It's the end of our time in these halls with these teachers and these classmates. But each time something comes to an end, something new begins. This may be the end of our time at Franklin Pierce High School, but it's the start of a life that is completely our own. Over the past 4 years, we've all faced moments that tested us. Difficult exams, personal struggles, or simply figuring out who we are. But let's face it, there is more to life than just high school. So here's my second hypothesis. Fear doesn't disappear. It transforms into growth when we choose to face it. The evidence? Every difficult exam, every challenge, every moment we doubted ourselves but kept going anyway. And just like that terrified freshman hiding under a desk from a mascot, we've learned that sometimes the things that seem the most intimidating turn out to be the very things that help us grow. As we walk across the stage today, both excited and nervous for what comes next, we realize something important. This was the fear. This is what we had to overcome. And we did. Congratulations to the class of 2026. We did it!
Thank you, Chloe. At this time, I would like to invite senior choir members to the stage. The Cardinal Choir, under the direction of Mr. Scott Schneider, will now perform May It Be, written by Nikki and Roma Ryan and arranged by Mark Breimer. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our second student speaker, Zachary Erickson.
Test. Okay. Ooh. If you told me 4 years ago that I would be standing here today about to graduate, I absolutely would have believed you, since that was the entire end goal of going to high school anyway. Why wouldn't we graduate? Back in freshman year, though, this day couldn't come any faster. 4 years felt like an excruciatingly long time until we were sent out into the real world. Looking back now, it almost feels like it couldn't have gone any faster. Every time I passed the Commons and saw the giant Class of 2026 poster everyone signed on our first day of high school, the fact that we would graduate and leave at some point didn't even feel real yet. My biggest takeaway from my time at Franklin Pierce High School is how unique all of us are. It might sound a bit corny, and that's because it is a bit corny. But it's a detail that I think many of us fail to realize. Each day we bring our histories, traditions, hobbies, personalities, and every other little feature about us that makes us who we are as individuals, and it's something that's heartwarming in my eyes. In the food and traditions shared at Multicultural Nights, or the representation shown in the many clubs at our school, whether it be the Native Indigenous Cultural Club, Black Student Union, Latinos Unidos, or any of the other amazing clubs hosted here, our school radiates diversity and representation. There's a club for everyone at the school, and my time in Key Coven Adventure Club have allowed me to grow as a leader in person. With all the people I've met in these few short years, I feel like I've learned so much and have gained knowledge that high school classes just can't teach us. I mean, seriously, I feel like school would have been such a slog without all the friends with familiar faces that I've met along the way. Without them, I wouldn't want to show up to school days when I was feeling unmotivated or upset. I doubt I would even be standing here today giving this speech if it wasn't for everyone involved in my life. They've made that much of an impact. Despite all our differences, I think we focus on the things that separate us too much. No two people's lives will be the same, but everyone has shared experiences from our time in high school. Whether it be the school meals that most of us eat every day, such as the donuts they used to serve every Friday morning, or some of the regular lunches like the rib sandwich that maybe weren't that popular. Even the walk outside each time someone pulled a fire alarm. There are events that almost every senior has gone through during high school. Many of these events may be small and insignificant, but it's these tiny bonds that keep us together as students of Franklin Pierce. Because no matter what, we are all still human. It does not matter about your gender. It doesn't matter about your race. It doesn't matter about your religion. It doesn't matter about your sexual orientation. It doesn't matter about any other grouping that divides our lives. We are all human, and thus we are all equal. Yet as we move on after high school, challenges are to be faced with our world, and we've been given the seemingly impossible task to fix it. Alone, it probably is, but we're not alone. Real innovation doesn't get done by individuals, it gets done by people working together. I've heard so many people talk down on our generation, hearing them say that we aren't ready for the future. But they're wrong. In crucial moments, we have been able to come together for what we believe in. No matter what you believe about this topic, the ICE protest that happened earlier this year showed the community that we students can use our force in numbers. After all, united we stand, divided we fall, and we stood together for what many of us believed in. I think many of us are tired of being treated like kids or being underestimated, and it's time we prove the world wrong. At the end of the day, though, whatever you decide what to dedicate the rest of your time to, try to do what you love, try to do it with kindness, and try to do it with other people. Making a difference is not just a possibility, it is inevitable in all of our lives. All we have to do is put the effort in. Before I go, I just want to thank all my friends, family, and everyone else that has been involved in my life. No matter how tiny or large, you all make me a better person every day. Thank you.
Graduation speeches are supposed to be inspirational. They usually have titles like Follow Your Dreams, The Future is Yours, or You Can Do Anything. My speech is Get Over Yourself. Perhaps not what you expected from your principal on graduation day, but please stay with me. When I say get over yourself, I don't mean you don't matter, graduates. I mean this with the utmost respect. You absolutely do. But I also mean this. Get over the idea that figuring it out means figuring it out by yourself. Get over the idea that this next chapter is something you have to navigate alone. And please, get over the idea that being grown means pretending you have it all together. Because class of 2026, as you leave Franklin Pierce High School, remember this. Wherever you go next, carry your people with you. Carry the people who raised you, challenged you, believed in you, corrected you, laughed with you, and helped you become who you are. At Franklin Pierce High School, we talk a lot about belonging. Be here, be you, belong. Belonging means being accepted for who you are. But it also means recognizing that who you are has been shaped by the people around you. You have been shaped by teachers who pushed you to try again when it would have been easier to quit. You've been shaped by counselors who helped you find a path when the next steps felt unclear. You have been shaped by coaches and advisors who reminded you that you had something to offer outside the classroom. You have been shaped by paraeducators, office staff, custodians, and support staff who noticed you, encouraged you, redirected you, and helped this school run in ways you will never realize. You have been shaped by our beautiful kitchen staff who know that food is never just food. You have been shaped by the security staff whose daily fist bumps help this building feel steady. You have been shaped by friends who sat next to you at lunch, made you laugh when you needed it, walked with you through the hard seasons, and helped make this school feel like yours. And you have been shaped by families and loved ones who carried more than you may ever fully know. Today your name will be called. You will walk across this stage. You will receive a diploma cover, but this moment does not belong to only you. It belongs to the person who got you here on time, the person who asked, "Did you turn in that project?" The person who checked your grades, the person who sat through the hard conversation, who worked late, prayed quietly, answered the phone, sent the text, made the meal, gave the ride, bought the shoes, filled out the form, or simply refused to give up on you. Some of your people are sitting in the stands today. Some are watching from home. Some may no longer be with us, but their love, their lessons, and their legacy are still part of this moment. So yes, when you walk across this stage, walk proudly. You've earned it. But do not confuse earning it with earning it alone. Get over yourself. Not because you are small, but because your story is bigger than just you. And here's the important part. Carrying your people with you does not mean carrying everyone's expectations. It does not mean living someone else's dream. It does not mean being perfect. It does not mean having your entire future figured out by Monday morning. Thank goodness. Carrying your people means remembering where your strength comes from. It means letting love ground you when life gets loud. It means knowing that when you walk into a new classroom, a new job, a new city, a new military assignment, an apprenticeship, or trade program, or whatever comes next, you do not walk in empty-handed. You walk in carrying lessons. You walk in carrying stories. You walk in carrying humor, grit, culture, sacrifice, and love. You walk in carrying Franklin Pierce. So class of 2026, yes, get over yourself. Get over the idea that you are alone. Get over the idea that you have to prove your worth by doing everything yourself. And get over the idea that your success is only yours. You matter. You belong. And you are part of something bigger. Carry your people with you. Carry Franklin Pierce with you. And then go become the kind of person someone else is proud to carry too. Congratulations, class of 2026. And now, at this time, it is my pleasure and honor to certify the class of 2026. Dr. Goodpaster, these students, having met all the high school graduation requirements of Franklin Pierce High Schools and the state of Washington, are hereby certified for graduation.
Thank you, Principal Marzano, for certifying the Franklin Pierce High School graduating class of 2026. Greetings, everyone. Good morning. It's my honor to join you for this special celebration of achievement. Class of 2026 graduates, on behalf of the Franklin Pierce Schools and our more than 1,000 employees, from your kindergarten teachers and bus drivers to our nutrition services staff and our IT department, I offer my sincere congratulations. Earning a high school diploma is a significant accomplishment, and we are proud of each one of you. To the teachers, staff, parents, family members, and friends gathered here today, thank you. Your encouragement, guidance, patience, and belief in these graduates help make this moment possible. Every graduate seated before us has been supported by a community of people who cared, invested, and stayed alongside them throughout their journey. Graduates, you're crossing this stage at a time when the world needs people who can learn, adapt, work with others, and contribute to their communities. Over the past 13 years, you've demonstrated resilience, perseverance, and growth. Those qualities will serve you well wherever your path leads you next. As you move forward, we hope you continue to learn with curiosity, to connect across differences, and to use your talents to make a positive impact to those around you. While your next steps may take you in many different directions, you will always be part of the Franklin Pierce family. So at this time, having been assured by Principal Marzano that you have met all requirements for graduation, I'm proud as your superintendent to present the class of 2026 to School Board Director Jeff Wolf for graduation.
Thank you, Dr. Goodpaster. It is my pleasure as the president of the Franklin Pierce Board of Directors to accept Franklin Pierce High School's graduating class of 2026. The board would like to extend its gratitude to staff, parents, and community for their support in assisting our students throughout their journey and achievements. Members of Franklin Pierce High School class of 2026 can take pride in their numerous accomplishments, including 39 cum laude honor accords, 6 magna cum laude honor accords, 8 summa cum laude honor accords, 41 distinguished senior awards, 27 seals of biliteracy, 8 DECA honors, 5 sports medicine awards, 10 biomed capstone presentations, 3 band awards, 8 choir awards, and 15 four-year athletics letters. To all the students who accepted the grind and worked hard to get it done by any means necessary, we acknowledge you as well. Mission accomplished. Great job. Yeah. Finally, members of the class of 2026, consider this celebration as just one of many steps towards success in life. Continue to blaze your trail and embrace life's lessons, no matter which direction it takes you. We wish you all the best. Ms. Marzano, Dr. Goodpaster, families, and community members, having met the high school graduation requirements established by the state of Washington, I now declare Franklin Pierce High School class of 2026 graduated. Congratulations.
This morning, our graduates will be receiving their diplomas from school board directors Anjanette Pickett-Call and Jeff Wolf. Announcing the graduates will be our counselors Julianne Detweiler, Letitia Plaskett-Rosario, and Jamie Feynman McKinney.
Chloe Bowman Jones.
Citlali Ayala.
Naomi Grace Greenwood.
Maybell Reddy.
Ramesses Garcia Herrera.
Lindsay Allison Gady.
Trevana Celestine Domingue.
Kayla Marie Tarver.
Jose Alvino Lara.
Avani Appleby.
Zachary Michael Erickson.
Boston Chang.
Samuel Grondel.
Boston Snow Klessman.
Mason Allen Pessinier.
Perseus Mariah Hernandez.
Jacqueline Teresita de la Gomez Bautista.
Jalen Torrey Chin.
Contestant Thorne.
Ezekiel Isaacson.
Lucas Perdomo.
Charlie Wallace.
Ryan Wallace Armstrong.
Mason Charles Dyke.
Alexander Lara.
Emily Madero Rosas.
Ivy Toon.
Evelyn M. Rodarte Sotelo.
Gavin Rice Livingston.
Trey Smith.
Antonio Martinez.
Angel Rafael Torres Gonzalez.
Caden Robert Wooten.
Alan Sean Penn.
Drew Christopher Tinder.
Aries Jovic Luis Ramos Jr.
Braden Hill.
Sotart William Thatch.
Jackson Coy Harple.
Brandon Kalel Liwaneg.
Giovanni De Paulo.
Charlie Anna Catherine Wegley.
Sergio Arturo Medina.
Paige Isabella Bonner.
George Matthew Luders Pleasant.
Rain Olivia Hacker.
Kimmy Lee Wen.
Davion Smith.
Amelia Jane Jones.
Theodore Celine Hodge.
Okalani Alamia Sanchez.
Samantha Neeland.
Christopher Hayden Riccio.
Savannah Alicia Willis.
Cruz Eric Hoover.
Layla Nicole Abilado.
Jayla Melody Johnson.
Ida Marino Ramos.
Amrani Noeli Rodriguez.
Yuriko Arizbeth Limas Ortega.
Georgia Coliside Blue.
Liz Bricera Velasquez Rosas.
Harmony Jewel Blakely.
Jeanette Villalba Velasquez.
Gabriel Matthew Gaston San Nicolas.
Alejandra Lenas Hurtado. Fernando Damien Trujillo Alves. Emily Mejia Velasquez.
Gabriel Isaiah Ariola Mejia.
Evan Giselle Hernandez. Daniel Escobar Valderrama. Rosa Guadalupe Torres Gonzalez.
Christopher Yoner Rojas Rastelli.
Diana Artemova Shadalova. Nadine Cuevas Hernandez. Amelia Artemova Shadalova.
Emily Lamb.
Leah Shayon Kim. Salvador Morales Paredes. Kaylin Makara Hem.
Caitlin Lee Yan.
Carla Yulip Flores de la Cruz. Georgina Talata Ima. Linnea Jade Garcia.
Yere Saolaola Meofili.
Evelyn Suri and Paul. Neve Arisi Perosi. Amory Samyang Anata.
Aliyah Hiilani Lee.
Johanna Abigail Sun. Casey Michelle Mondragon. Brooklyn Capri Stewart.
Mia Ramirez.
Shayla Guadalupe Gonzalez Marino. Stacy Nambaruta Maheta. Jimmy Zaid Marino Montez.
Rain Saul.
Zayn Badia. Kelly Renee Conquer. Amon Edward White.
Brandon Salon Hallett.
Erin Marie Little. Tito Little Wolf Ortiz Samuel. Lila Remy Dongjam Pum.
Daria Yastruk.
Jonathan Kyle Tuman Roberts. Soraya Azarel Powell. Olive Gibbs.
Blanca Gonzalez Martinez.
Miranda Zunida Lemus. Nancy Salvador Vasquez. Mila Brady Newman. Maximus Layasa Ingazi Chuz. Michelle Valencia Vega.
Uriah Samath Cantily.
Laura Azucena Christine Castro. Kyrell Chan Johnson. Jaden James Burkhart.
Aaron Lisenby.
Rashad Antonio Sanders. Kyrell Ronell Rogers. Amelia Pauline Layton.
Daquela The Miracle Ellison.
Michaela Rose Edwards. Mark Bill Doty. Amy Didi Dominguez.
Elisha Randall.
Verzane Raza Zunida. Seishan Damian Van. Gazette Taz Tong.
Kevin Vandy.
Vance Dondeville. Alexis Imani Chutanai. Simon Labam Singh Sarmiento.
Aiden Rose Harris.
Noah Jensen Herrera. Seth Michael Pierce. Aiden L. Hardenbrook.
Matt Sean Jordan Lennox.
Kenesha Haskins. Miguel Angel Rosas Simeon. Charlene Martinez Zuniga.
Maite Covarrubias Diaz.
Manuela Oler Cota. Shania Stephanie Guerra Mendoza. Savannah Lee Falaleutoa Famale.
Tiffany Naomi Goldman Posas.
Leilani Brelyn Rogers. Kevin Wu. Jayshawn Amir Myers.
Joseph James Smith.
Nolan Khalid Powell. And Kyria Devon Lee Whitaker. Akari Emmanuel Johnson Mickey.
Erwin Israel Reyes Pichardo.
Hakeem Khalik Collins. Jorge Arnaldo Soso Nunez. Lamel Tobias Brim.
Danielle David Rude.
Pedro Sanchez Ayala. Anastasia Rubeska. Aaron Rodriguez Zuniga.
Victoria Petrova.
Guerrero. Fernando Gonzalez Guerrero. Jessica Zuniga. Javion Jacob Stanley.
Sania Lynn Alforque Sin.
Kyson Kongzi. Anthony Joseph Rosales Sanchez. Janae Velasquez Guzman.
Alex Manuel Perez Jimenez.
Diana Latane. Elijah Morher-Ciaro. William Hausler.
Gabriel Alava.
Isaac Zuniga Sanchez. Isaac Mwani Nugigi. Christina Verona Jeter.
Jameer Lee Ford.
Imani Jaden Alexander. Aliana San Miguel Cruz. Grayson Jean Gerard Gomez.
Bryson Marquise Allen.
Christopher Miller.
Anthony Lumiga.
Sienna Reyes.
Tierra Reyes.
Before we conclude, audience members, we ask that you please remain at your seats until the entire class of 2026 has exited the arena. At that time, audience members will exit via the red gate behind you. All graduates and family members are asked to exit the fairgrounds immediately and meet us outside at your vehicles. Well, the moment has come. It is my honor to present the Franklin Pierce High School graduating class of 2026. Students, you may now move your tassels from right to left, signifying that you have earned your high school diploma and are officially a high school graduate. Congratulations.
Thank you.